So I've been playing Wuthering Waves since launch, and lately I've been struggling to get through the last patch because, like, to me, the story was so boring and lacking. And it's when I think about it, it's actually getting to a point where I feel like it's piling on so much bad storytelling, and it's going to get to a point where I can't even imagine who would want to trudge through all of the stories that have just added up to this point. And even if there's a course correction in the future, maybe that course correction is too slow because it's already a pain for me to play through all that stuff, and there's a lot of it too. Now, the saving grace here is there is a skip button, and the game has that skip button, but you still can't skip like certain things. Like there's boring content as well, and there's even like cutscenes that you can't skip. And so there's just some content like when you go through those like the dream spaces, and they're just rehashed levels that we've seen already. And also, who cares about that stuff, right? Like, who cares about like stories that don't mean anything? Like the encore story was pretty good, but every other story just seems really weird. And then there's all this MC glazing. The MC glazing is probably the worst part of the story because no the MC is supposed to be like this blank template, that the player puts himself on and just observes the world in a relatable way. But the MC glazing is just actually pushing that onto you, and basically everyone's getting the same experience. There's no sense of freedom in it. There's no, uh, there's not even an exploration of the other characters, which are way more interesting than MC. And I don't know why the main character is getting uh, played up so much, and then they keep doing the same. Like he's building a harem, it seems like, and so everyone's always like in love with him, and I just don't get it. Him or her, depending on which one you play. Uh, but I like the character designs in this game. I think they're at the top character designs I've seen in any gacha game so far. I like the exploration, the like running around, sprinting, the gliding, and I like the level design and the open world. But there's just not really a lot to do about that exploration. The world seems kind of dead on the outside, and I just feel like there just needs to be more to it. I don't really have the answer to what that is, but yeah, other than that, yeah, I like the character designs, the exploration, and I like the style of the game as well. Another thing I've noticed lately is that even though I've been playing since launch, I'm actually not improving at this game. And there's this whole like parrying system, and this just like different ways to play all the different characters, and I just feel like I'm not high IQ enough to follow the parry system. Like I just can't see it. Like I can't see the things pop up fast enough, or I can't see it before I can react to it fast enough. And then I'm also just not dexterous enough to learn the way all these different characters play, and then they don't play in a satisfying way. Like I like the way Chang Li plays, uh, and that's basically it. And recently I got Yin Lin, and I kind of got used to the way she plays, and I kind of like her. But all the other characters, I'm just like not really into it, and I don't want to learn every single character that I need to learn in order to do events where they're elemental specific, and I just can't do it at the same time. Like I don't have I have a bad memory as well. I can't. I do like even in Street Fighter, I couldn't play any character other than Ryu, right, and Ken, because they had the same move set, and so I'm just not good at learning other characters. And so, I mean, I know that I could buckle down and figure them out. And same with like the bad guys you have to defeat. They have patterns. Like I'm sure I could figure it out if I really work at it. But after like losing countless times to them and working up a sweat, I feel like the only time I ever beat them is like almost on a fluke. And then I can't even like that's like just in the middle difficulty. There's like three more levels of difficulty after that on those like hologram things. And so, I'm at the end of the day, I'm just a basic level button masher, and I'm just not going to improve. And I haven't improved, even though I've tried. Like, I've literally sat down and just tried to figure them out. And, like, one of the hardest things I had to beat recently was that weird gull puff. And I couldn't beat it without the right characters. Like, at the end of the day, I just needed the right characters to beat that one. But yeah, I just felt recently I can't even get past baseline event reward thresholds, and so I'm basically at a point where I'm not even able to really play on the events because I don't get the rewards, and I'm at the point where Like I know you have to lose constantly sometimes to learn new challenges and to get through the bad guys, but uh, I can't meet the basic gameplay standards, so it's already like a challenge to do that. And then I'm at the point where I just no longer have the time to lose. Like there are times when I spent hours and I've lost important sleep that I need to get to the next day because I was just sitting there just trying to get these challenges done, and I had to like keep going at it. And so I feel like there should be some kind of difficulty setting. Now I know people are against that because I don't know why, but it's a single player game and people don't want a difficulty setting for others. I don't get it. I, in my opinion, if challenging difficulties and uh, just like Nintendo hard gameplay, if it's so fun, why are there rewards locked behind it? Why isn't the difficulty its own reward if it's so fun? Obviously, it's not. It's some people want to feel some sense of accomplishment, but then they want to lord it over others, so they're not okay with other people just playing through the game. But anyways, what I'm kind of setting up here is that there are two aspects of the game that you want to enjoy, right? One is the story, and one is the gameplay. And I'm not enjoying the story, and the gameplay is kind of like locking me out as well. And so I'm at the point where I just feel like I'm spending way too much time, and uh, even like as something you do daily, it's not it's not that fun. And also, I've been playing other games like Atelier Reslariana, and I've been enjoying that way more. When I actually do my dailies, it's actually like a lot of fun, and it's like a turn-based game. That's why it's really weird. Like I can collect so many characters in that, and I'm actually enjoying the story as well. Even though I skipped so much of the story, but lately I've just been slowing down and just like actually watching it, and I've just been like enjoying it way more. Especially now that the stakes have gotten high, and they keep putting out a new chapter every month, and it's just been enjoyable. I like it, and so I feel like Woowa. I might quit this game soon. I know there's an update coming up next month, and I'm thinking, hey, if that update fixes a whole bunch of stuff and makes it more fun, then I'll have to see how it is. But I'm guessing this game is just not for me. I know it's for other people, and other people can be free to enjoy it. But for me, yeah, I'm not entirely sure I'm the target audience for this. But I thought I was at one point, but then it just slowly started to feel like that wasn't the case, and I went through it with the growing pains, and now I feel like it didn't really go where I expected it to go. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep uploading woo-woo videos because uh, like even I didn't even finish what's her name, Carmelia's uh in-game story, whatever her personal story. I can't remember the name of that event anymore. I've just been holding it off because the actual When the Night Knocks story was so boring that it took me like so long to get through it. And now I don't even want to record the videos and edit them because they're kind of really boring. And so, yeah, that's where I am. I'm probably going to give it a chance in the new update. And then if it doesn't go anywhere, I'm thinking I'm just going to drop the game. I'm already going to stop making content for that game on this channel anyways. And I wasn't really even making content. I was just kind of recording my adventures because I thought it'd be fun because, I played a game like Final Fantasy and that game was really bad in the beginning, but I stayed with it and it became good later on. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14, that was a game that was really fun for me, and I really wish I recorded my gameplay just so I can relive my memories and look at like times I spent with my old buddies in the game. But in this game, I just haven't felt that at all. So, anyways, I guess that's it. I've been enjoying doing my arts and crafts a lot more recently, and I've started putting them up on the channel. And so I just I'm just starting to tell the difference between something that's fun for me and something that isn't. And so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm definitely not going to force myself to go through it anymore. I'm just going to stop. And also, no one really watches my content here anyways. So yeah, we'll just leave it there.